I'll have to have my laptop on my knee the entire time. It's really fucking hot.
Well, you should probably clean the coffee table then.
Probably no.
Welcome to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, we're starting. But I wanted to do a thing.
Oh, okay.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. I also want to thank the millions who are watching us streaming this live on Twitch as I talk. Now, for the few months that we've been around, we at Antisocial Gamers Podcast have strived for nothing but three things. Perfection, perfection, and perfection. Mm-hmm. That's why, coming this fall, we are introducing a new paid membership scheme.
Oh, yeah.
Where you'd pay us $30.99 a month, and we will give you the Antisocial Gamers Podcast directly to your laptop.
Oh.
Thank you. That was my introduction bit.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
I think that people would be fools not to take that offer.
Oh, it's the best. You'd be literally dead without it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I will cut you if you don't.
How would you even be able to keep up with your podcast knowledge? Unless it was directly downloaded to your laptop, phone.
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. We're already off to a great, cracking start.
Welcome to our E3 special. Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah,
we did homework and we
sort of did homework.
Well, I did, and Nathan was lazy.
It's funny because I was really getting onto it. I was like,
yeah.
you have to watch all of the press conferences so we have something to talk about.
He fucking sent me the link to E3. He was like, make sure you watch this, and then he was like, we really need to make sure that we watch all of the conferences. We need to do everything so that we can make this podcast good. I was like, yeah, okay. So I have notes on Microsoft, Sony, Square Enix, Nintendo, Ubisoft, EA, and where are my notes? And then Sony, and Bethesda. And
do you know what my issue was?
And he has two.
Do you know what my problem was?
Microsoft's was boring.
That, and also they started with Bethesda's. And after Bethesda's, I don't think I need to hear anything else in the world again. They could knock on my door tomorrow and just say, did you hear they cured cancer and AIDS? And I'd say, I don't care. They announced Fallout 4. Nothing else matters in the world.
Bethesda, considering this was the first time that they've ever done
they knocked it out of the fucking park for their first one.
They did a great job. A really good job, actually. And they managed to, perfectly time all of their announcements so that it never was boring, and it was...
Well, they had a bit of a lull in the middle.
Well, yeah, but, you're gonna get bored if you're talking about fucking Elder Scrolls fucking card game.
Before we leap straight into the E3 stuff, though, because, that's going to be the boring bit that no one really listened to. Well, we want to get the listeners in, so, Robert, how has your week been? We want to get the interesting stuff out of the way.
Well, my week has been interesting, ? Okay, so, for those of you who don't know, I finished college, so...
Woo, yeah, I think we mentioned that in the last one.
Yeah, I have triple merit.
Yeah.
Woo, I'm average. So, my week has consisted of, Monday, let's say, I was, doing nothing all day, and then I went to work.
I miss unemployed life.
I just said I went to work.
I know, but just
I have a job. Nothing. That's the second time that a Woodward has implied I don't have a job, and I'm like, excuse me, I have a full-time job.
You wait tables. That's not a job.
It is a job. Thank you.
It's more work than it should require.
But anyway, so I did nothing in the day while I played Kingdom Hearts 2.5.
Yeah, you fixed your screen issues.
And then I went to work. And then Tuesday I did, I think, absolutely fuck all day. I think, I did nothing. And then
Literally, you did not exist within that 24-hour period.
I sat down on the couch and I watched Storage Wars for 12 hours. 12 hours.
You are what's wrong with this world.
There were repeats as well. I watched them.
Oh, I didn't realize they were still making new episodes.
Yeah. But, I mean, in my defense, at the same time, I was also playing Bravely Default, which I 100% completed. All
Right.
characters 99 and all levels, all jobs completely leveled. Because I have to prepare myself for Bravely Second, which is the sequel.
Bravely Second?
Yeah.
Cool.
Because the first one's called Bravely Default and the second one's called Bravely Second.
Well, surely it should be called Bravely First.
Well, no, because, like, it's game mechanics.
I hope they make a long-running series and eventually get to Bravely 11's.
Oh my god. How dare you! But anyway, yes. So, I was playing video games in my downtime.
Yeah. I was doing the exact opposite. Because obviously the Steam sale happened, so instead of playing games, I've been buying games.
Oh, I have refused, because I have not been paid yet, and I have been staying off of Steam because I don't want to see what's cheap.
I've not actually checked what's... Oh, I need to check what's on today, but no.
No, don't, not in my presence. No, please.
What have I bought? I've bought 5 games in this sale.
Oh my god.
And I've not spent any more than £20, so it's fine.
I should not spend any more money. I don't think I have enough to last the, how many days? 2 plus 6. 8 days. I have 8 days left to survive on less than £100.
8 days on £100? I suppose you've got to travel a lot, haven't you?
I have to go see a musical in a week.
You don't have to.
I do.
Okay.
I'm seeing, because we've all bought the tickets already, and I obviously didn't plan my money well enough. I just bought a train ticket, so that took a hefty chunk out. So next Wednesday, I have to take a train down to London, see Matilda, which is going to be amazing.
It better be.
Then we're going to dinner at TGI Fridays.
Cool.
And then we're going to go see the live show of, Whose Line Is It Anyway at the Adelphi Theatre. I'm so excited! So excited! But anyway, yeah. God, next week is going to be a lot more interesting than this one was. But
Yeah.
other than that,
that
it's just been video games.
That entire chat was fucking riveting.
Bitch, fuck you. How dare you?
But
You
no, to
and
be
your
honest...
sarcasm. The ultimate wizard sarcasm.
You listened to the last episode recently, haven't you?
Help me, I've fallen into a
sarcasm.
sarcasm.
No, don't try and help me or anything. It's not like my bones are broken. No, I shouldn't quote comics and shit. But no, I've done even less than you. I spent my entire week working.
Ooh.
Outside of, trying to force myself to watch... What's wrong?
Cold coffee.
Oh, be quiet. Outside of trying to force myself to watch the E3 conferences, I've been buying Steam games.
Trying to force yourself. I forced myself. I did it.
The first game that I bought is a game called Prison Architect,
Ooh.
which looks interesting, but mostly I just want to build a prison that looks like a penis.
Is it a puzzle platformer?
No.
Okay.
It's a game where you build a prison.
Okay.
And it's not The Escapists, which I also want, but they're not making it cheap enough yet.
Is it a really bad game? Is it bad?
No, it's supposed to be really quite good.
Oh, okay,
It's got positive reviews anyway.
Never mind.
Other than that, I bought all 3 Five Nights at Freddy's games. I'm not entirely certain why, but I'll put them to some use at some point.
Well, I'm sure we'll find something to do with them.
Probably. And the game that I bought yesterday is the, the game You Don't Know Jack?
Yes!
I bought the collection that has all of the games they've made, including like Fibbage and Drawsome. And
We have to pay...
yes.
We have to play them! Those are so much fun!
Yeah, they look so much good.
You don't... Oh, yeah, English.
It looks
You
so
Don't
much
Know
good.
Jack is amazing. I used to have it as like an app, like an iPhone app, but like it killed my battery super quick, and there wasn't a
Yeah.
lot of like variation because it was just an app.
Yeah.
But oh my god,
Well,
you have no idea how happy you just made me. We have to play that. That's a perfect
You do
party
realise
game.
how much I know. You do realise that now I know that as soon as we play that game, you're going to know all of the answers because you've played it 70 billion times already.
No, that's not true. Because I've only played the app, and it's different. To
Is
the
it?
App. Yeah.
Okay, but because by the looks of it, the way it's making it sound on the Steam page. It's like you have like the game on the screen or whatever, but you actually play it through your
mobile device.
Yeah.
It's very clever because everyone has like a fucking smartphone.
Yeah.
So like that way you don't need to buy a shit ton of controllers. You just get your fucking cell phone out. And
or laptop or tablet or whatever you happen to have to hand.
It does everything. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
I really want to play Fibbage as well because I saw some people playing it and I was like, that looks so much fun. Yeah. I saw it on what was it?
I saw it on Achievement Hunter and they had a really good run of it.
It was Achievement Hunter that I watched. And I think Friend Zone did it as well.
Don't know.
What? Do you not know the Polaris channel?
I know of Polaris. I know it's owned by Disney.
Is it?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
The only reason I know of Polaris is because of the table flip. Which is not that thing that we talk too much about on this podcast.
Yeah, table flip is different. Completely different, how dare you. Though, I have been binge-watching all of Game Grumps.
All of it?
I got bored, and I was like, you know what I'm going to do? Watch some old Grump episodes.
That's the thing, because I did... Okay, sorry, we're going to talk about Game Grumps for a bit. I did that, I think I started last year, about a year ago, basically saying, okay, I'm going to start from the very beginning and see how...
It's a very good place to start.
Yeah. From the very beginning, from the very first episode, and just go through it. I think I've got through maybe 30 episodes from the beginning.
There's a lot.
It's difficult. I mean, I love the stuff, but it's so much to get through. It's daunting.
It was yesterday.
Is the way I'd describe it.
Yesterday, I sat on the couch, grabbed my Apple TV out.
Your Apple TV?
Well...
You wanker.
Yeah... But it's so easy, it just connects everything to the...
Well, yeah, I've got a smart TV.
So easy.
Good
but,
too.
Went on YouTube, clicked on the Pokemon Fire Red series in Game Grumps, and I was like, I am going to watch all 114 videos in this. And it's from 11 until about 7 p.m. and I was like,
oh, that sounds glorious.
And it was amazing.
I didn't even day off.
I didn't even get through all of them.
Really?
Yeah. It was incredible. It was a lot of fun actually. I got to reminisce and I was like, look how far they've come. How far they've come.
Okay,
Game Grumps.
There is stuff I want to talk to you about Game Grumps, but I'm not going to do it in the podcast. Don't worry, you children.
Come on, I want to talk about Game Grumps. Is it a quick one? Or is it like...
I suppose it is a quick one.
Yeah,
but...
go on.
No, it's just... because I'm watching the Bloodborne series.
Yes,
they do.
so am I.
And again, they brought up John.
They do it several times now.
I know.
They've become a lot more free about it.
I know, but I think it's sort of... They came out in one of the episodes that, at least Danny is still very, very good friends with them.
Yeah.
And so I'm just kind of going by the assumption that they're all still good friends. It's just kind of a thing of he's not really allowed back on the show. And, I can't imagine it would be easy because considering they live on opposite sides of the country.
Yeah, definitely. But, it was when they were talking about how when Danny first started and he couldn't go in the comment section.
Yeah, because they were all like...
John's the best, or Danny sucks, or Danny's the best.
Yeah. And he was saying it feels so weird having you compared to one of your best friends sort of thing. It's like, Danny.
I think, he's so sweet. He's a precious cinnamon roll, too good for this world.
But yes, I think that's enough grumpage out of the way.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay, let's fucking dive into E3 because we have quite a bit to talk about. So let's start with the Bethesda conference. The Bethesda conference. Now,
indeed.
This is the one that I think everyone was looking forward to. Not you.
Well,
because you're a scrub.
Excuse me?
I don't know what that means. I had some internet youths say it.
I'm not a scrub.
Okay, fair enough.
You're the scrub lord.
Fair enough. I will take that.
Yeah.
On the chin.
Yeah, you will.
Okay. This is getting weird.
Why? I'm just saying, yeah, you will. What's
sure.
About that?
Okay.
So confused.
Bethesda opened up with Doom.
Doom.
Just Doom, not Doom 4. But it's been a long-awaited return to the series. And, okay, have you played Doom 3? Did you...
No, I've... I'm going to be completely honest with you. The only Doom I've played is the original.
Doom... Not Doom 2, just the original.
Yeah, just the original.
You see, you could have told me that Doom started at Doom 2 and I would have been happy with that. Because Doom was alright, but I think it was just sort of a bit of a mess in some places.
I played Doom at the same time that I played Quake 2?
Well, they're made by the same
was it-
people.
yeah, I know. Quake 2, was it? I think it was Quake 2. I loved Quake. I was like, I like Quake more than I like Doom. I don't know why. They're essentially the same fucking game.
Well, now who's the wrong one? You, because you prefer Quake over Doom, which is incorrect.
But, no, I'm allowed my own personal opinion.
You think that, but you're in my house.
I prefer Quake. Have you ever played Quake?
No.
Well,
I'm just being salty, don't worry.
welcome to the wrong podcast.
Welcome to the wrong show.
Actually, there was something I was going to talk about that.
Okay, no, fuck Bethesda, okay.
No. Because I was thinking about it, and, I was thinking about... I can't even remember it anymore. God damn it, I'm so upset. Because the other day I was thinking about the wrong show, and I was like, I'm sure I've been wrong before. Oh, yeah. Never mind.
No, you don't want to talk about it?
No, I remember why, I was thinking about the wrong podcast, because I was like, yeah, we essentially are the wrong podcast, because every time we've talked about a topic, and we've been, and, me especially, where I was like, if Scott Cawthorne's, smart, he wouldn't make another game. And then, went home, and I immediately found out that he's making another game, and I was like, great. So we are essentially the quintessential wrong podcast.
How about this? I am the Duke of incorrect facts.
Yes.
And you are the lady of incorrect predictions.
I am the seer.
You are the czar of incorrect pussies.
I can see into the future, but it's
backwards.
always wrong.
You can see into the future of an alternate dimension.
So basically, I look into the future, I'm like, oh yeah, there's no more Five Nights at Freddy's games. And then there is.
Yeah.
So, just always ignore all of my predictions and go for the opposite.
So you're not really looking forward to Doom, is what you're saying?
Well, I've never been into Doom, so... No, I don't know much about it.
As someone who's never really been into Doom, how did the sort of the gameplay trailer make you feel?
I mean, it just looks like a first-person shooter to me, dude.
Yeah.
It just...
Because
everything looks like a first-person shooter now.
Because I'll be honest, I was playing Doom long before I should have been allowed to.
Yes.
That game was an 18+, and I must have been maybe 6 or 7 or something silly like that.
My friend wasn't allowed to play Pokemon when she was young because it was violent.
In a
but
way.
she was allowed to play Street Fighter, which I don't understand.
No, you're not allowed to watch these cartoon mice biting each other. These men these half-naked men smacking into each other is fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been a big fan of Doom since Doom 2, and as I said, I played it far too young. And, I wasn't a big fan of Doom 3 the first time I played it, but the more I gave it a go, the more I enjoyed it as a horror game.
Yeah.
My issue with Doom 4... What are you giving the quotation marks for horror game?
Well, I just give quotation marks to anything that calls itself a horror game.
To be fair, I think Doom 3 is a bloody scary game.
Hmm?
And not as not because LOL jump scares, but... because of the amount of... Stop looking at me like I'm a child explaining why the sky is blue and they're completely wrong.
No, go on. Go on. Talk!
The sky is blue because of God's tears.
Sky's blue because of the reflection of the ocean.
No, what was I going to say? You've completely thrown me off.
No, because
I thought Doom 3 was scary, not because of the jump scares, but because of the anticipation of the jump scares. Because the jump scares themselves weren't that scary, but walking through a dark corridor, going, okay, it's been 5 minutes since something jumped out at me. I bet it's behind me. No, okay, nothing's behind me. Oh my god, when's it coming?
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, I can see that.
But
that's probably unintentional. That's not.
I wouldn't call it unintentional. If it was intentional, it was a bloody good idea. If it was unintentional, then it's a bloody good mistake.
Yeah, I suppose.
But yeah, Doom 4, I have worries about it because it doesn't look like it's going for any form of horror at all. which I don't think would suit it in the style it's trying to give.
Well, yeah. Travelling into hell and...
Yeah. This is how I described how the game looked to Jace. If you ever watch, American TV shows or, like CSI, or just a movie, and there's a reference to, a child playing a violent video game.
Right.
That is what the game looks like. You can imagine the kid sitting, too close to the TV going, die, 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 and you just see, the footage of Doom 4 on there.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like to me. Huh. It just looks like... Because I would love the game if it was in a better setting. Because the Doom 2 had such colourful and interesting levels, which was such a contrast to what the game actually was.
Yeah.
But here you are in a like Dead Space-esque space station.
Dead Space.
That isn't scary.
Dead Space is awesome.
I quite enjoy Dead Space, yes.
Spoken about it before. Love Dead Space.
But, if...
Where's Dead Space 4?
Nowhere. The guys who made it are going to go under.
Yeah, I know.
Are they?
Well, I believe that, they've...
They're under EA's wing, therefore.
Yeah, they're just not going to make any more games, I believe.
May they rest in peace in the future. Again, this is our bad prediction.
Yeah.
So now, they're going to live and make another Dead Space.
Oh, please, I would love that so much. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, no, Doom 4, I'll be honest, I'm probably not going to play it when it comes out.
No, nor am I.
I'm going to wait for a couple of years, wait for the special edition to come out, wait for another year, then when it's £5 on Steam sale,
Brilliant.
I will get it.
I think that we should carry on this trend where we're like, are we going to get the game when it comes out? And be like, ooh.
Well, okay.
Maybe not.
To be fair, there's only one thing that they mentioned that that I'm probably actually going to do something terrible that I've never done before. But first of all, I want to go to the next point on the list. They had, you remember the whole Steam mods situation?
Yes,
how they teamed up with Bethesda to get paid mods sorted.
Indeed.
I thought it was so brave of them to mention the fact that they're creating their own mod service.
Hilarious.
As soon as they mentioned mods, I just sort of bit my finger going, oh, what are they going to say?
Go on.
Are they just going to say, first of all, fuck you all, it was a good idea.
You ruined us.
Yeah.
But, on a side note, I think it was Microsoft. They talked about...
No, they mentioned mods as well.
Yeah. Yeah, but I was just going to say, they were talking about doing mods on a console instead of PC, which would be interesting seeing how they implement that.
Yeah, it would be, I would say, well done for catching up to the PC generation.
Yes.
Master race!
I think half of all of these things were welcome to,
welcome
PC, welcome to 2008, God.
Welcome to us again trying to be more like PC.
Well, because...
I honestly shouldn't slag off console, because I do primarily play console. I just play PC because Steam is so cheap.
Oh my god, yes.
Steam sales, I love you.
Glorious PC master.
But no, if basically they announced they were going to do their own mod service, as in they're going to be hosting mods for the games.
Yeah.
And again, so long as they don't charge for it, I suppose that'll be fine.
It'll be interesting to see how they implement it.
It would be interesting to see the butthurt if they do.
Oh, yes.
Okay, Robert was clever and only made notes of things that he actually wanted to talk about.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm just going to briefly announce?
Announce?
Yeah, I'm going to announce on behalf of Bethesda.
It's already happened, dude.
I'm going to talk about, Robert doesn't have to say anything, Battle Cry, which is, again, just a Team Fortress 2... Rip-off, yeah, because, again, they learned nothing from when they made Brink. Do you remember Brink?
I believe Brink was terrible.
It got very mixed reviews. It looked enjoyable, but boring. And, yeah, just...
Meh.
So that's Battlecry for you. Dishonored...
There's going to be a second one.
There's going to be a second one, and the Earth literally span off its fucking axis. People enjoyed Dishonored, but I never played it.
I didn't play it, and I was never really interested in it. I think they talked about how some girl in the first one is now playable.
Yeah, I think she's the main character now.
Yeah. Yay!
And there was much rejoicing. But yeah, it was just a trailer. It wasn't... What are you giggling at?
I'm just reading what you wrote.
Yeah, I made live reaction notes to some of these, so some of them are a bit unusual. After that, they sort of announced more things for Elder Scrolls Online coming to console. But,
who really cares?
Yeah, that was my words. Who cares, really?
Elder Scrolls Online, that game that no one plays.
Because it's not interesting. I will say, though, the stuff they showed, it did make me vaguely interested until I remembered it's an MMO.
Yeah. All of this shit is expansion stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, a majority of it is. Elder Scrolls Legends.
Ha!
The Elder Scrolls card game.
Ha!
Which, to be fair, it's free to play in digital, so I might check it out, because...
I won't be.
I'm kind of just expecting it to be Magic the Gathering.
If you want to play a good card game that's digital and free to play Hearthstone.
No.
Why?
Because I just want to say no to you.
It's far. I mean, fucking Elder Scrolls Legends isn't out yet, but it's gonna be a basic ripoff of Hearthstone, which is a
to be fair,
superior card game.
They didn't show actually how the card game works.
I know, which is annoying.
Yeah, because I wanted it to turn around and look exactly like Cardfight Vanguard.
They didn't fucking show anything, and that's irritating. Like, don't talk about something and then not show us shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing that a lot of people had problems with. Especially me. Like, don't talk. Why do you keep blowing into your hand?
I'm really hot.
Oh my god, it's so weird. Yeah, loads of things. I think Microsoft was like a big one for it. Like, they just talked
and
then they were like, "Yeah, we have this thing," and everyone's like, "Ooh."
Yeah, they
and
showed
then
you
they
a title
show you
screen.
fuck all, and it's like, okay, please show me the fucking game you're talking about.
Especially with a card game, because
so
it does make it... You think they'd at least show you like the layout of the card to give you some idea, like attack, defense, that sort of thing. But
it just bothers me that
it just kind of makes me think that
they're like, ooh, get hyped, but get hyped over nothing, just the name of something.
I'm just imagining like some guy in an office somewhere, a Bethesda software, just like spitting out something. What? We're making this? What?
Who allowed this? We're not making a card game. Card games on motorcycles!
Okay, and now onto the thing that actually matters. Fallout 4 was announced, which everyone knew because they announced it a week before. But yeah, they showed some more of the gameplay. They
female confirmed. You
yes,
can be a girl.
There will be the return of Plums McLongcock. Yes. Sorry.
Were you expecting like a...
I was expecting a laugh. I'll put a laugh track over that bit. It's fine.
It's a pity laugh.
It's a pity. Fuck you. But yeah, they just sort of confirmed and they just confirmed and denied some sort of fears that people had. Like, so people were worried that, as we mentioned last time, that it would be a male-only protagonist because that rumor was flying around for a little while.
It's not.
But it's not. You can be male or female, and the character creation looks fun. I always say, it's like, are you done with the mirror? Who the hell are you? You're not my husband.
Plums McLongcock will be fun to create. But, yeah, all of the...
You got there eventually.
Yeah, the main characters, both of them, will be fully voiced. Ooh.
Yes, which is an interesting new way, but let's see what happens.
How interesting.
How interesting.
You won't be able to project yourself onto the character and get immersed in the story. You just have to be around for the tour.
You see, the only
Hang around for the tour this way to the gift shop.
You got there in the end. Well done.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about a fully voiced protagonist. It might make me feel bad about all the terrible things I'm going to do to the universe.
That's something, because this game is supposed to be like not like a disconnect. You should be allowed to project yourself onto the character, but also like there's no personality to the character, so therefore you don't give a shit about all the terrible shit they're doing.
Yeah, that's the thing, because what they showed, they don't really seem to have like put a lot of personality into them. I assume that's
then what's the point of
that?
That's so like, if you don't have a lot of personality, what is the point of a fully voiced protagonist?
Yeah. But there was so much that was announced for the Fallout 4. One of the most important things in my eyes being the fact that in like a special pre-order edition, you can get an actual Pip-Boy that works with your mobile phone.
Holy shit, dude!
And for years, I've been questioning why this wasn't a real thing, and now it's a real thing.
Holy shit, dude!
And this will probably be the first and last time I will buy a special edition pre-order.
Oh my god!
It's £100.
But I am bonkers.
I am willing. My body is ready for that thing.
You are a terrible, terrible person. How dare you spend £100?
My only real issue is that it can only be like because the way it works is that you get an app on your phone that works the same way as your Pip-Boy does in game, and that essentially becomes an extension of the controller, and you can like scroll through that thing as a menu and choose your weapons and whatnot through the Pip-Boy there, and. The only thing that upsets me is that you can't, use that while it's off the game. I want to scroll to the menu and say, I'm going to change my clothes to pyjamas, and then change your clothes. And I'm going to eat some cereal because it's 12 o'clock in the morning and I'm an adult.
I see.
I just want the fantasy to be real. I want everyone I know and love to be dead. Is that too much to ask?
I think it bothers me.
Sorry. I heard myself for a second.
You're just making yourself laugh there?
Yeah, sorry.
So you want everyone you know and love to be dead?
No.
Yeah? Huh?
No.
I think I'm a little bit annoyed that they're asking for so much money, but the Pip-Boy only works with a game that's currently on. That's annoying.
They know they can charge that much money.
Well, yeah, because...
And it will sell like
of the
fucking
hype.
pancakes.
Because of the hype.
Yeah,
Get on the hype train.
Get hype.
Get hype, man.
The thing I love about it, Todd Howard, the guy who was presenting it, I think his line was, "No, I've seen some gimmicky bullshit in my day, but this is fucking awesome." And other than that, one new thing is that you can sort of like tear down buildings and build like your own sort of civilization.
Bizarre.
Which is, sure, I'll do it in game and see how it works. Other than that, you can fully customize your weapons and armor. What is this? Okay, yeah. Look, while we're on it, Fallout Shelter that was also announced. That's a little mobile game which basically you get to create and run your own sort of underground vaults with survivors in it, and you get to control pretty much everything that happens as you are the overseer. It
amazing.
As I made a note of here, it looks a little Farmville-y, but they promised that there's not really a whole lot of microtransactions or sort of time delayed things. Like, it's not a case of, oh, you want to build this room? Sure, that'll be 3 hours, but you can speed it up if you purchase da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
No. The only thing apparently that you can actually pay for in the game is like little essentially goodie boxes that give you sort of a random selection of crap.
Ah, cool.
Which you get throughout the game anyway.
Yeah.
Now, the biggest stinker of this is that it's fucking iPhone only.
I have an iPhone.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal your iPhone.
No.
Because it's released now.
Is it actually?
It's released now.
What?
It's I heard sort of, because I'm pretty certain that it's iPhone only. We did look it up, and there was some talk of it maybe coming to Android at a later date.
Fallout
Shelter. Yeah, Fallout Shelter. I'm pretty sure they said it was released immediately. There it is. Why are you fucking installing it?
I want it.
Why?
I want to play it.
But you just want to hurt me.
Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry?
Yes, apparently you do.
Yeah, because I'm downloading a bitch.
But yeah, that's pretty much all that we have to talk about.
It's very appropriate what my password is.
I wasn't looking.
Oh. Fuck.
What are you...
Because you were like, oh, do you want... And my password is rude.
Okay, good. It's not actually rude, by the way. It's just a rude word.
No, it's rude.
It is rude.
It says...
Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough.
Which is hilarious. Look at how fast it's downloading. I'm so excited.
Yeah, shut up, iPhone whore.
I'm so excited.
Apple supporter.
Well, when my Android died because it updated, I was like, I'm never going back. How dare they?
You had that issue too, huh?
Oh, yeah.
To be fair, mine didn't die, it just went hella slow.
Well, mine was eventually... Well, it was slowed, and then... It eventually turned off and wouldn't turn back on.
Oh, fair enough.
And then I tried turning it on, and it was working, and then it just reset itself every time I clicked the lock button.
Oh.
So alas, I just couldn't. So I was like,
it's one of those things of I think the Apple iStore, whatever it's called, the iTunes. It's not what do you?
It's the apps.
Yeah.
Are the Apple Store.
Apple Store.
And then there's iTunes, which is where you buy music and whatever.
I think the App Store is a lot better than anything Google Play has to offer.
Oh, definitely.
It's so much better, but I don't want to pay my soul.
Build your perfect vault.
Yeah. Explore the wasteland. You can't.
Protect your home.
I for some reason read that as protect your mum.
Repopulate and grow.
Oh, yeah.
Lead your dwellers.
That's lead.
Oh.
Lead your dwellers.
Poison them.
Yes.
I'm so excited. Look, it's almost done.
That's the thing. If they don't have a function that just says, make everything go wrong and fuck them all up, then I probably wouldn't be happy playing it either. It's like SimCity. You have to have something to say, I'm going to destroy everything. Holy fuck, we've been going on for 35 minutes. And we've got through one conference. So, shall we... Let's talk about the next one that I wrote down and talk about Sony.
Well, yes, because my Sony was my first one.
Griffins.
Oh.
Motherfucking Griffins, son.
Motherfucking Griffin, son. That's exactly what's written down.
Yeah. The Last Guardian was announced again.
Oh,
you know, as it was announced originally in 2008.
It's actually happening.
Yeah, but
people kept thinking like, oh, it's never gonna happen. Like it was gonna get cancelled, and boop.
What did you think of the trailer?
Well,
I have 2 words for it.
Go on. Brilliant.
Yeah, that sums up the entire trailer.
Essentially.
Basically, what the gameplay looked like is that you're carting around a griffin kitten around a very dangerous structure.
It's adorable.
It's apparently I remember hearing like back in 2008 they mocapped a kitten for it.
What?
And it is such an adorable looking fucking...
Speaking of kittens.
Speaking of kitten, I got a kitten in the past couple of weeks and it's the most adorable fucking thing.
Its name is Meownir.
Meownir. Do you get it? Because only those worthy can pick her up.
I can't pick her up because she scratches me.
Yeah, she's a dick.
She's a little kitty cat. Oh, she's sleeping. Look at her. I want to pet it, but she hates me.
Yeah, she will scratch the fuck out of you.
I tried to pet her and she was like, "Fucking get away from me."
she's a bit tetchy, but she's lovely.
I'll give her a couple weeks and she'll love me.
Yeah, but my only thought of watching that trailer was how much of this is actually playable, because a lot of this looks like cinematic.
Hey, look, why don't you sit down and watch this?
Yeah.
Great.
It was...
Thanks, Sony!
Because the thing is, like, some of it looked like, okay, yeah, that's sort of gameplay, but other bits, like, I don't know if it was just, like, the way they were sort of playing the character, but it looked very sort of, okay, no, he was scripted to walk that way, you know. Like, it was just sort of running around in circles as everything was falling around him.
Yeah.
Falling down around him. And it was just like, that looks scripted. I don't know how much of it was playable, you know.
Yeah, but, like, that's the thing with trailers. You don't actually know how much of it is playable.
It looks interesting, but I don't really know whether I'm going to give it a go.
Yeah, I don't think I'll get it.
No. Not straight away. Again, when it comes for $5 on Steam.
Something I will get... because I'm trash, is their remake of Final Fantasy VII,
Woo!
which I'm surprised I don't see written down.
It's
it's there.
It's underneath World of Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy VII, jism everywhere.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say about
Brilliant. But like, I always thought that they were gonna, because the internet fucking calls for it, and that's a perfect money. Like,
I will say, I am honestly surprised they're doing it.
Really?
Because I assumed it would cost so much fucking money to do it.
Well, I mean, they had to remake all of the assets because
I suppose that, you know, they didn't have to
fully
really
high definition
spend so much on story or whatever.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Do you want to know the best part of this?
What?
They are changing nothing of the story.
Are they actually not? I thought they might add like a few, maybe.
Well, they might add a couple of things, but they are not taking anything out. This includes the scene where Cloud cross-dresses.
In high definition! I'm so excited.
Cross-dressing in high definition.
Oh my god, that gross guy trying to get, like, sex in a bed in high definition.
The scene where you get to run around as Cloud looking through panty drawers.
In high definition.
You get to see motherfucking Barrett with his big gun.
Sephiroth's butt. In high definition.
You can see exactly how many pixels go into his stupid sword.
Exactly. And, oh, fuck. I hope that they have, like, an extra where, like, you can do a special dungeon and revive Aerith. And then you could play with Aerith.
No, I don't care about that. I just thought of what I'm most excited to see. High definition chocobo racing.
I'm more excited for high definition Aerith getting stabbed. Spoilers.
What? I didn't know that happened.
It was funny. I saw a post on Tumblr and it said, notes for new Final Fantasy VII players going into the new Final Fantasy VII. Play Aerith only. Make sure you grow attached. Make sure you get all of her final limit breaks. And I was like, this is evil. How dare you?
Do you care about Game of Thrones at all?
I have not watched any of it.
No, neither do I.
I've watched
Good.
the first episode. That's it.
No, people are flipping their shit because basically the mainest of main characters died.
Oh.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
But I didn't name any names, so...
Well, no, he didn't even die. I've heard about it. Jon Snow got stabbed.
Shh!
You don't know whether or not he dies.
I'm assuming he becomes a White Walker.
I don't know what that is.
It's the zombies of the universe, basically.
Oh, okay, whatever. But yeah, Final Fantasy VII, it's getting a remake. Fanboys everywhere rejoice. I thought it was something that would never happen, but then I thought it was something that would happen because of that. But I'm excited for it. I will play it. And I think that... You fucking distracted me.
Sorry,
I was rambling, trying to get to the point
I
originally talked about, but it's gone. Final Fantasy VII, it's a fucking thing. It's a remake. As much as I detest HD remakes for an easy cash grab.
You know what fucks me off? I already bought the port they did for the computer for the PC.
Oh, sweet prince.
And they updated the graphics a little bit on it, but not a lot.
But no.
I'm just wondering.
It's not HD, is it?
No.
I'm wondering if they're gonna do the full character models outside of combat as well. That'll be cool.
That would be cool.
Or if they're just gonna do the short chibi version like they did in the original game. That'll be interesting.
That would be so cute.
It would be adorable, but I would be like, come on, guys, you know that you can do full sprites.
I was gonna mention something else. Oh yeah. Now, I'm probably just gonna be too hopeful here, but I hope they don't change the gameplay.
Well.
I want turn-based combat! Why does nobody else want this?
I hope that they rehash Final Fantasy XIII's combat system and fuck with everyone. They're like, hey, you want this game? Great, we'll give you the least liked game fighting system.
That would be so beautiful!
It'd be like, oh my god, everyone's freaking out, the sky opens up, Final Fantasy descends upon them, they're like, fucking, I've been waiting for this game for years, and then they plug it in, they start playing, they get to the first battle, and it's Final Fantasy XIII.
You know what?
Everyone flips their shit.
You know what would be best? If it turns out this entire time Square Enix is actually going under,
oh yeah,
and so as a final fuck you, they release Final Fantasy VII HD Remake, and it starts off with the opening scene, Barrett and Cloud jump off the train, and they go to fight the soldiers, and then lightning jumps out the train as well, kills them both, and it turns out to be Final Fantasy
surprise
13
bitches,
4.
Final Fantasy 34, and everyone's like, fuck.
It's 2 hours long, and it's just... I don't know who's in charge of Square Enix, but it's just them naked and flipping off the camera going, fuck you!
It would be a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Why don't we make games? We should make games. Or at least animations of these games. That'd be hilarious.
They should release Final Fantasy VII HD, but when you put the disc into your PlayStation...
It breaks it.
No, it doesn't break it. All it does is just fill your screen with a whole bunch of hentai.
Something funny that I thought is the fact that obviously Sony's was before Square Enix's. Which means that I think Sony paid a lot of money to Square Enix in order so that they could get the hype.
They're getting the exclusive, aren't they?
No,
are they not?
At the very end of the trailer, it says play it first on PS4.
Ah, okay.
Which is why I'm like, oh, so it's gonna be a limited time exclusivity, and then it'll be a couple months on PS4, and then it'll open up.
There doesn't seem to be very many exclusives anymore, just sort of timed exclusives.
The ones that are exclusive will be because even ages ago you'd be like, oh, Final Fantasy, they would never be off of a Nintendo system.
Yeah,
and then it was
oh, they'll never be off of the PlayStation system,
and then they went on Xbox. So. Who knows? But I can see Final Fantasy HD being cross-platform all over the place. So.
Yeah. Well, I don't expect it to be on... Weirdly, the only platform I don't expect it to be on is Nintendo. PC? Ooh, I don't know. They've been decent with PC recently of Square Enix.
Yeah, but RPGs... you generally don't have them on the PC. It's more of a console experience.
Well, really, I think the more suited experience for it is maybe I'd even go as far as say handheld.
Yeah, RPGs are perfect for the handheld.
It's because RPGs haven't really been around a whole lot recently, but that's because they've all been on the 3DS and the PS Vita.
Exactly, yeah.
Because people just love them on them.
Not
that I'd pay money for either, but
it's intuitive. It's great. RPGs are my favorite kind of games, so I can't
we might have to make this an extra special length episode.
Dude, we're 40 minutes through. We have so much to talk about. This is a first.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to quickly talk about Horizon Zero Dawn. This is a game made by Guerrilla Games.
Yes, I didn't write it down, so go on.
Whose previous titles pretty much consist entirely of Killzone series.
Yep.
Which I don't really care about, to be honest, but, now, Horizon Zero Dawn, to use the full name.
Horizon, silly
Can I call
subtitle.
you Hurry? Yeah? No? Okay, cool, that's fine. Basically, on paper, it sounds like such a good fucking game. It's a post-apocalyptic survival game where you use primitive technology to hunt robot dinosaurs.
Robot dinosaurs.
That sounds so fucking cool, yet the trailer makes it look so bloody boring.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you play this, okay.
It's like, I'm just out on my, Sunday walk, and, it's just a robot dinosaur.
Yeah.
Let me just take it down.
Yeah. Now, the worst part about this game, from what I can see so far, is the fucking protagonist, because she does not shut the fuck up about anything.
I want my protagonist to be quiet unless it's, like, very story-based.
Or unless it's a particularly hilarious quip.
Well, I don't even like hilarious quips in my games. Like, I think that they're unnecessary.
But Deadpool.
Why humor? Like, if your character's alone, they're not going to really come up with.
No, repeated quips doesn't work in games, unfortunately.
Like, I mean, sometimes, like, how many times in your personal life have you walked somewhere and been like, "It's hilarious. I'm going to say it out loud."
Too many times.
When no one's around to hear you.
Always.
Always?
Like, literally every hour of every day.
Oh, well, I mean, you do think you're hilarious, so it's fine.
Thank you.
I mean,
I'll take that as a compliment.
You know what? No, I think you're funny too, so that's not fair.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's just that the character would talk about everything. Like, she just sort of walks in and like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take one of them down. She'd jump down into the grass. This grass is very soft and green. And, oh, look at the butterflies. And, oh, look, there's a dinosaur over there. Oh, no, I've been spotted by a searcher. Oh, I'm sorry, I have to kill you now. Like, that's pretty much the entire game.
I wonder what I'm going to eat for dinner tonight.
Yes, what the fuck are you eating robots for? There's no nutritional value in that.
No. I mean, unless she's a robot. Plot twist.
Cannibalism.
My God.
Okay, that would make the game decent if it was actually a secret cannibalism. So, like, Robert's been playing for Teddy for the past, 20 minutes.
I have not. It's been 40.
Yeah,
I played it for the entire podcast.
Okay, I'm trying to look through these ones and see which one I want to talk about. I quite like the look of Firewatch.
I didn't get to that one.
No, that one was between Dreams and New Destiny DLC.
I saw the Destiny DLC and I was like, I don't care.
As I wrote here, New Destiny DLC for the free people that still play it.
Yep.
Did you see the guy talking about it? He
No.
was so fucking awkward.
Like,
he was on stage now, I'm not gonna brag, but I'm like a level 37 warlock, and one person cheered.
Fucking Christ. You are the worst.
You shit eater.
God damn.
Yeah, Firewatch, I wish I remembered more of it, but basically the idea is that it's kind of like a wilderness survival game. Not in the vein of Minecraft, I'll have you know.
Is there crafting?
I don't think so. It hasn't really... Is there
crafting?
I don't think it's you punch a tree and then you have a house. I think it's a case of
trees to get wood.
I think it is literally a case of you have to craft yourself a fireplace, find shelter for the night.
So it's crafting.
It's not really crafting.
So it's like Don't Starve.
Except good. Fuck Don't Starve. I got bored of it so quickly.
So did I. I even spent money on it. I
spent money on it.
And I was like, this is boring.
Why did you say it like it was dirty? I spent money on a video game. Because you're a dirty yar shiver me timbers, aren't you?
No, I don't sail the high seas.
Well, you said that last week, but you did.
It's just so easy. I mean, it's the perfect demo.
Well, yeah.
See if you like it, and if you do, then fucking buy the game.
Well, I think the main issue is that a lot of people sort of abuse the system of, I'll just download it and pay for it later. Oh, whoops, I forgot to pay for it, LOL. I think I've mentioned this before. The only game that I've pirated and kept after not paying, sort of thing, is Rocksmith.
Dude, don't admit to it.
Shh, I don't care. And the only reason I have that, the reason I said
you're listening.
is because fuck Ubisoft is why.
Fuck Ubisoft, you have enough money.
You have enough money and you're not allowed mine. But no, I'm looking forward to Firewatch. Dreams was fucking trippy looking.
With your fucking annual Assassin's Creed. Fucking Christ.
Do you remember looking at Dreams at all?
There are lots of things at the Sony one.
No, fair enough. We won't bother talking about it. Screed Syndicate, don't care.
Blarg.
World of Final Fantasy, which is just chibi Final Fantasy.
Chibi, oh my god, it doesn't even look like how are you gonna make that a fully fleshed out game?
Yeah,
It just looks like a little, we're chibi, we run around, we fight things. It's just gonna be, I think it's gonna be like a handheld, or even like an app. Like, just something...
What I found funniest was that this came before the Final Fantasy VII announcement, and I was like, oh, this is glorious. They have Cloud, but he's a chibi. So many fans out there are fucking
and they're just like,
crying.
Why?
But luckily they had Final Fantasy VII HD to announce.
Indeed.
Shenmue 3, this is the first time I've heard of E3 announcing a Kickstarter.
Oh my god, I could have died. I could have died when they were like, oh yeah, Shenmue, oh look at all this. This is a link to the Kickstarter.
Yeah, I watched the Kickstarter video.
Sony, you have enough money to just fund that shit.
I watched the Kickstarter video. Have you?
Is it bad?
Have you seen or played the first Shenmue?
I think so.
Do you remember how bad the voice acting was?
Really bad.
It's worse.
Oh no.
It's really quite bad.
Ugh, I'm a fucking Kickstarter. I can't handle it.
You know, I'm still, you know, a fan of the idea of Kickstarter. This I'm a little bit sketchy on.
Well,
because clearly
Sony has so much money. They could have funded it themselves.
And clearly they have an interest. Why do they need to Kickstarter? It's only like for $200,000 or something like that. They're not asking for a huge amount of money.
I thought it was like $2 million.
Oh, I might have missed off a digit in my brain. It's fine. But yeah, I just found it funny that they announced a Kickstarter.
Absolutely ridiculous. It pisses me off.
Because weirdly, I sort of, you know, I watched the Sony press conference after it had already aired. I sort of watched it, you know, on like IGN or something. And I'd already seen the news of like Shenmue 3 Kickstarter, and I when I saw like Shenmue 3 was like brought up on the press conference, I thought they were there to announce like it had been funded and hooray sort of thing. No, they were announcing the Kickstarter itself.
Terrible.
Call of Duty Blops 3.
Blops, blops.
COD Blops.
You know, just fucking... It's basically money. That's all you need to say. It's money, the game. Sony are going to make money.
Yeah, and okay, do you want to also talk about Uncharted for glitches?
Yes, I thought it was funny. Uncharted 4, they were doing like a gameplay demo, I think it was. And then they were like fiddling with the controller and nothing was happening on screen.
I was confused because the stream I was watching, sorry, the video I was watching, I must have like tried to skip ahead a bit and it was buffering badly. Because it was like, it got to that bit where the character wasn't moving and he was supposed to be. And it's like, and then it like because of the buffer didn't work properly, it's like skipped back to the start of the cutscene. It was like, okay, is this a part of the glitch? Or they just like restart the demo to try and... What would have been the best? Okay, thinking it now, it kind of seems impossible.
Yeah.
But if they did that and, like, to try and fix it, they just sort of, like, wiggled something, you just see, like, a mouse appear on the thing, and, like, the Windows Media Player sort of bar at the bottom, but...
Oh my god, that'd be brilliant.
Okay, that's all I have written down, so I'm going to put this down now.
Oh, yeah. God.
Because I that's all the work I did.
The rest is
to be fair, that's about as much as you did as well.
The rest... Well...
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
I made notes of things I didn't want to talk about.
Yeah, I didn't want to talk about a lot of shit. Okay, so I guess let's just go down my list. So the next thing to talk about is Microsoft.
Okay,
they talked a lot.
Don't give a crap about anything.
Yeah, exactly. For one thing, I watched all of it, and I was like...
You poor soul.
And I don't give a shit about Microsoft. I don't care. I really don't. I've never been interested in the Xbox, ever. I've never been interested in Microsoft. So these are the things that they announced. Halo 5. Have you seen Halo 5?
Yeah, it's got like another protagonist, hasn't it?
How strange. Hello, Halo.
Hello, Halo fans.
We've been expecting you.
To be fair, I enjoyed the first 3 Halos and Reach.
I never played it. Well, that's not fair. I've played one. I think.
First one.
I played one with the holograms, not hologram, the energy sword. Fun.
I think that might be 2 from 2 onwards.
Yeah, I played one of the first ones with the holo sword.
I still maintain that Halo 3 Online is one of the best experiences. Like, it's the only time I've played an online multiplayer and really enjoyed myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, sure. Damn it, that's something I was going to talk about.
I don't have fun on online shooters, like, because I'm bad.
Yeah. But to be fair, I enjoyed myself because I actually got good at it. Yes, I topped the charts of every game I was in. But no, one thing I was going to talk about like 20 fucking minutes ago was the fact that Doom was announced to have online multiplayer as well. Ooh. Which is interesting because...
How strange.
I don't like... Jace calls me out on this. I don't really like playing games online because a lot of the people there are kind of assholes.
Yeah.
And... As I mentioned, Halo has a sort of really... I just think the gameplay is fun enough and silly enough to be interesting to play online. Mm. The gameplay of Doom, I think that might sort of bring back the same sort of feeling, because it looks silly, it's very fast-paced, and all the guns are strange. I would look forward to trying out the online multiplayer of that.
Yeah.
If they have, like, big team sort of versus matches, and
it'd be interesting.
I'll be interested, but I think they might just have, like, a standard sort of 4-on-4, wave-based as well. Capture the flag, obviously.
Yeah, so, I mean, the Xbox One had to do something to capture interest from, the many people that are obviously looking at PS4 and going, oh, look at all the shit they're getting. Like, that shit's cool. Like, Final Fantasy VII and Kingdom
The only
Hearts
thing
3.
is that you can never tell an Xbox One fanboy that the PlayStation's doing better. They won't even admit it to themselves.
But it's true.
No, they've got... Xbox got sports.
So Microsoft had to think of a thing to make people want to play the Xbone more, and that is the fact that they are making the Xbox One backwards compatible.
How backwards compatible does this go? Is it just Xbox 360? Or?
Well, you see, so far, they have a few Xbox 360 games that are backwards. So technically, it's not even fucking backwards compatible.
It's backwards compatible in the same way that Xbox 360 was.
Yeah.
Except on a smaller scale.
So, selective Xbox 360 games, so far, you can play.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous, because at least the PlayStation has PS1 classics on their store.
Make Burnout free again, and then we'll talk, Microsoft.
Yeah. Anyway, and then...
Thank you for throwing that statement off quickly.
Sorry. And then Microsoft announced Dark Souls 3...
One thing I did want to talk about with the Microsoft press conference.
Yes.
Because I only caught a brief glimpse of it when I was watching it being streamed live. I'm assuming you saw like the big Minecraft sort of thing they had going.
The Holo thing, yeah.
Yeah, that...
HoloLens. I thought it was ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, but ridiculous in a way that I sort of thought to myself, like, if I had like a spare grand, I would sink it into this. Like... I don't really know how well it will be implemented, or if it will just be for Minecraft.
Well,
because I can foresee them stopping at
look
Minecraft.
Look how perfect this is for Minecraft. And I was like, yeah, show me another game.
It's like whenever you go to a phone shop and they say, oh, this phone has all kinds of cool games. It's got Angry Birds.
Okay. Please go on.
And it's got other apps.
Like? Angry Birds. Did you see this?
Music. You can get your music
email.
on there. There's Angry Birds again. I did a second icon.
Oh, there's Angry Pigs.
That's Angry Pigs.
They have Angry Pigs.
Oh, good.
And
Flappy Bird. Oh, wait.
Angry Birds Star Wars. Angry Birds Seasons.
As much as people may hate Rovio, they certainly raked in the fucking cash on that series.
Yeah, definitely.
But sorry, did you want to talk about Dark Souls 3 at all?
Yeah, I think it's too soon.
Yeah,
they're gonna the way that they're churning out games now. It's
very reminiscent of Ubisoft, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna turn into a yearly series, and if it does, it's gonna lose all its charm.
Well, you've got. I think you've got the very probably the best wording of it there. Franchise fatigue.
Yeah,
I think it's the best way to describe it, because everyone I know who's a fan of the Dark Souls and Bloodborne, they've all said to me, I don't really want it now.
No, yeah,
I'm still playing and enjoying Bloodborne.
There's still new things that people are finding out about Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Like, there's still new things to explore.
Yeah. There is so much fucking content in that game that you'd be satisfied for over a year.
Yeah, but there's no
Assuming
point.
that's not the only game you play.
There's absolutely no point in releasing a Dark Souls 3 right now. Like, it's so poorly timed.
When's that coming? Is that early 2016?
I think it is, yeah. Like, it's... I think it's silly. They should have at least saved it until, like, a couple months before its release.
Yeah.
And then been like, when people are like,
Hell,
I'm running out of things to do in Bloodborne.
They could have announced it next year at E3 and said it's coming out in a couple of months, and people would have gone, cool.
Yeah, like, I don't... give it some time, dudes.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to fucking rush to the finish.
I think they might actually sort of come out worse on this.
I think they're going to lose money on it, yeah.
Yeah, because, with the way games work nowadays, it's a release, £60, 3 weeks later, £40.
Yeah.
If they'd have just waited, like, maybe another couple of months, as I said, I think they would have, gained a few extra pre-orders here or there.
Yeah, but not going to happen.
No.
Going on to the next company. Yeah, because that's all I had that was interesting in Microsoft.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. You're only writing down things that are interesting, but somehow you managed to write down something for EA.
Well, Well, I played a couple Mass Effect games and I thought they were cool, and they announced Mass Effect Andromeda, which is a game that I probably won't play until for like a couple years, and then I'll pick it up maybe. But like, I've never been like super interested in Mass Effect. It's just a game I've played.
I never liked her. She's just a girl I dated.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've said that. I've said that before.
To a girl?
No, well, I've dated both genders.
Yeah, to be fair, hasn't everyone?
Well, yeah.
But sorry, I was crossing my mouth because I just realised something else I want to talk about with Microsoft.
Ooh.
They did a lot of sort of indie things at Microsoft, which was very interesting.
That's something that I didn't actually mention but wanted to. They highlighted a bunch of indie developers, which was nice, because showing the indies some love who usually wouldn't be able to do an E3.
Yeah,
like, that's nice to give them experience like that.
Well,
and
maybe they sort of saw what Sony did, because that's what really gave sort of the PS4 the boost in my eyes when it was released, because PS4 came out, they had their big things, and it was like, okay, now here's all the fucking indie stuff that we're gonna have.
Yeah.
Fill y'all faces.
Like, I'm so sorry.
Horror.
But like, and then it gave the internet yarn guy.
Yeah.
And he's a precious little cinnamon bun. He is too precious for this world.
The reason I brought it up is because there was one game that stood out for me within those indie titles that really looks quite interesting. I think it was called like The Adventures of Cuphead, Don't Dice with the Devil, or something like that.
What?
Basically,
is it a puzzle platformer?
No. It's sort of in the similar vein. It's like a brawler, like in as you get like your Golden Axe, your Castle Crasher sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
But the art style is what interests me, because it's in the style of like early Disney, like 1930s cartoon, to the point where sort of this guy called Cuphead, who is just like a teacup for a head,
right?
But his body is basically like Mickey Mouse's body.
Yeah.
Like almost Sue-worthy.
Yeah.
Similar.
Not even hiding it.
But it's okay, because the gloves are yellow. But yeah, the art style is...
And the shoes are white.
The art style is so cool.
Is it?
Like, it's...
I'm quite fond of that, like, art style of early cartoons.
I'm not one to say buy a game simply because it looks nice, but I might get this one just because it looks nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, we were talking about EA and...
Oh, yeah, the only other thing I wrote down was sports, because
that's all EA is nowadays.
I'm not interested in any of those games, and the rest was all sports.
Didn't they have, like, some sort of embarrassing basketball display, or...
Oh my god, I think they did.
Yeah.
I remember, like, bits.
It sort of comes back in flashbacks like a drunken nightmare.
It's like, oh my god, that was a thing.
You know what I love most about this episode?
What?
I don't have to come up with a title. I just call it the E3 special.
Oh, brilliant.
I'm happy. I don't have to put in any fucking effort.
The episodes usually name themselves. And then we have Ubisoft.
I thought it was Ubisoft.
Well, people say both. But I like saying Ubisoft because it makes them sound stupid.
Ubisoft, yeah.
But yeah, they're coming out with a sequel to South Park: The Stick of Truth.
Good, I've not played it, still.
Did you not? It's actually quite good. It's
I want it, don't get me wrong, I want it, but they're not making it cheap enough. I will not pay more than £5 for that game. Ahoy! What is that I see upon the horizon? 'Tis a ship, sailing a flag with a skull and crossbones on it.
Tis how I
You're
first
right, it's
played the
Ubisoft. I'm allowed. Morally, I'm legally obliged.
game. How I first played the game, and then
I'm
I
morally
got it.
obliged to pirate it because it's Ubisoft.
And then they tried to awkwardly make a meme.
Tell me more about that, because I didn't see that.
Well, I don't even
Is this on the scale of my body is ready?
Well, I probably, but like, it was at the point where I was bored of Ubisoft, so I turned it off and like just listened to a summary. And someone was like, "Oh, they're trying to make a really weird meme," and I was like, "Oh God, no!" They tried to force a meme, and then there was this weird part where like they were talking about their new Just Dance game, and then like they had a performer that no one knew come on, and he was dancing, and he tried to get this girl up, and she was like, "No, I don't want to dance," which is just hilarious.
I hate dredging up the past, but every time someone mentions Ubisoft and E3 together, I'm immediately reminded of Mr. Caffeine. Now, you say you don't remember him. I think it was 2011 E3 press conference.
Right.
Basically, they had this PR guy come on, and he's like a children's show entertainer sort of thing.
Oh, creepy.
And it was so cringeworthy, it was delicious. Like, he would be on stage, and he was saying, "And now we're going to cut into the next show. Everyone, do it with me. Come on. Like trying to do like the screen wipe thing, and everyone was just like laughing awkwardly. And
They're like, haha, please don't hurt me.
Yeah. It was a wonder to behold, and I'm so unhappy they haven't brought him back yet.
Well,
right,
we're on to Square Enix now.
Is Square Enix the last one?
No,
we got Nintendo
after that.
Yeah.
But Square Enix, they had, I can't remember what he was for, but he came out to talk about something, and I think he had something against like having his face on video. But he came out with this creepy fucking dead-eyed moon mask fucking face. I showed Nathan.
Yeah.
What are your opinions on that fucking mask? That is terrifying.
Yeah, and my reaction was basically, what the fuck?
It's absolutely terrifying. Like, why would you choose something so horrific?
You see, with a mask like that, I'm surprised that wasn't used like announce another Zelda.
Yeah, like
Majora's Mask, that's the game.
It's very that moon-like, but it wasn't. But anyway, yeah.
I wonder if anyone's photoshopped that yet.
He had a silly head.
He had a silly head.
And then they brought out the dude from. They were like, "Hey, we have someone from the Kingdom Hearts team," and everyone lost their shit. And then he came out and he was like, "Hey, so you guys are interested? I'm the dude that's like a director of Kingdom Hearts. Let's talk about Final Fantasy VII."
Yeah.
So everyone's like, "Come on, like you're in Kingdom Hearts, tell us about it." And he's like, "Yeah, Final Fantasy VII." And then they showed something, and there was no translator.
Yeah.
So it was in completely Japanese, and people were like, "Fucking, what is this?"
I'm pretty sure they didn't need a translator because they would assume that everyone knew that every word was just heart, 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 heart.
Darkness, light, heart, darkness. And then they essentially just trolled all fans of Kingdom Hearts.
Yes.
Because then they were like, "Ooh, so you guys love Kingdom Hearts?" And they're like, "Yeah!" And then he's like, "Hey, so this is a Kingdom Hearts mobile game." And people are like, "Fucking, why?
I'd love it if it was just like something to do like a jigsaw. A digital jigsaw.
And
It was like, that's Sora. Yay!
And it was just so funny because they just kept baiting them, and they were just like, "Yeah, you want some? Yeah, you're not gonna get it." And then at the very end, they actually showed the gameplay trailer, and it looks really good.
Describe to me what the gameplay is, because you say it's not like the original Kingdom Hearts.
Well, no, the gameplay, like the battling, exactly like.
Oh, good.
It's exactly like the old Kingdom Hearts.
That's all I care about.
When you said, did it look like the
Oh,
first
right.
two, I thought you meant like art style wise, because it's the same art style. It's up like
High.
super vamped graphics. Like,
Oh, cool.
It looks incredible.
Well, to be fair, like, the original Kingdom Hearts games looked alright.
Yeah.
I think it's because of how colourful it was, really, but...
Yeah. But like the the trailer it's got a little bit of story like strewn in, so like enough to make people interested.
Does it have Ansem, and is there references to Heart?
No, there's no Ansem. Ansem hasn't been around for a while.
He was in the second one.
He was mentioned in the second one. Well, actually,
yeah, he was a pretty big part of the second one.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, which Ansem do you mean? Do you mean like Ansem?
This is why we don't try and discuss the story of Kingdom Hearts.
Do you mean Ansem the dude, or do you mean
his nobody version Xanax?
Or no? Do you mean Ansem the heartless of who pretended that he was Ansem?
Kingdom Hearts, why? Your story's so fucking convoluted.
Anyway, so they basically like tease some story. There were these two kids who were playing chess, one with all white faces and one without black faces.
Well, that's traditionally how chess works.
No, but light and dark.
Yes, I get it.
And then, like, the people who were playing... Someone... I heard someone talking about it, and they did a review, and they're like, who are these new characters? Like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, they're obviously, Ericus and Xehanort. How dare you?
I know who Xehanort is.
You don't know Ericus because you've never played Birth by Sleep.
Well, no, because I refuse to play a game with that fucking pretentious a title.
Anyway, basically, they were... Okay, so before the events of Kingdom Hearts 1, there was a game called Birth by Sleep, right? And this involved 3 different characters, and then their master, Ericus, and then who was also, like, a master of the Keyblade, Xehanort. He turned out to be a bad guy. He likes darkness.
Oh, no.
Which is why their kid versions are, like, discussing light and dark, and, like, Ericus
it's Sora and Riku again.
Well, yeah, I mean, Ericus is one of those guys, he's like, light is everything. Light is the best. And then, Xehanort's all like, yeah, but with light comes dark. Like, it needs to have a perfect balance, which, it makes sense. But, like, he just wants to restore, like, balance to the world, so he wants, like, darkness, because darkness has been snuffed out by light. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so yeah. I saw someone who was like, oh, who are these new characters? I was like, they're fucking obviously Xehanort and Ericus. How dare you, you fucking Kingdom Hearts scrub. And then they showed gameplay, which is, it looks so much fun.
Palpu fruit?
Yeah.
The whole...
the star fruit, yeah.
Yeah, the star fruit in the game.
Yeah.
The sort of the tale of it is, if 2 people share this fruit, then their destinies become intertwined or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
Do you think it's basically like pineapple, where it makes your cum taste really sweet? Do you think that's it? Like, one quick blow in, he's a keeper. Sorry, that's all I was thinking about while you were talking.
Oh my god! Nathan.
Kingdom Hearts blowjobs, that's all I was thinking about.
Thank you, that's incredible. Anyway, so after that, they announced that Square Enix were making a new studio, called Tokyo RPG Make Factory, and which is what I thought Square Enix already was.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, this is a studio to do JRPGs, so that you've hired some people to do your job for you, is what you're saying.
But what I'm thinking this is that they're separating the studio so that Square Enix can focus more on A, the fact that they publish a lot of shit,
yeah,
and B, they've taken other games that aren't RPGs under the wings, such as, like, the Tomb Raider series, or, like, all these other weird games.
It's like...
I think that they're using Square Enix to be more, like, adventurous, and they're creating this Tokyo RPG Factory, which is a new RPG studio. They're going to be focused on JRPGs, so that, it keeps old Square fans happy.
Yeah. Well... They've, in my mind, like, over the past, like, decade or so, they've been a much better publisher than they have been a developer.
Definitely, yeah.
I can't really think of anything of note that they've developed.
Yeah, they publish great shit, though.
Yeah.
Animes, fucking games, fucking everything.
Do they publish animes as well?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's why, like, certain animes you'll watch, they'll be like, published by Square Enix.
Yes, no, yeah, because I was watching, was it Black Butler? That was published by Square.
Yeah, exactly.
Enix.
Yeah.
Black Butler's pretty alright.
I watched a couple episodes.
It's alright.
Yeah, it's alright.
It's alright.
Wouldn't go out of my way to watch it.
No, I'm not going to talk about fucking animes. We have so much to talk about already.
Well, we're on the last one now.
Yes!
Nintendo!
Yeah.
So, Nintendo are adorable because they will always make their special little presentations fun. They were little puppets this time, and that is adorable. And then the weird puppets of Fizime, Iwata, and oh my god, they turned into
Shigeru Miyamoto.
They turned into
the Star Fox characters.
Star Fox characters, and they announced the new Star Fox game, that Star Fox Zero, I think it's called.
Yeah.
And then they were like, it's a reboot. Well, they're like, it's not a reboot, it's a reimagining, and I'm like, yeah, so that's a reboot, right?
If it's fun, then who cares?
So yeah, it looks like it's gonna be like the old Star Fox game, fly through rings, blah blah blah, but like with a lot more differences. Like, oh, you can shoot in so many different styles now.
You can walk as a robot thing.
Pretend you're in the cockpit with your Wii U gamepad. Ooh, fun stuff.
And see how hard it is to pilot a plane when you've got claws.
Yeah. Also, there's a new Metroid Prime game. But guess what? You don't play as Samus Aran, so what's the fucking point?
So no one cares.
Everyone's fucking freaking out.
That's one thing that interests me. Is like the amount of people over the past few years have been saying, I don't want to play this game. You play as a girl in it. You don't get to play as Samus in Metroid? Shun.
But like, I'm a huge Metroid Prime fan.
Are you shunning?
I'm not shunning. I'll probably play it, but it pisses me off because I don't want to play as boring Galactic Federation dudes. I want to play as Samus Aran.
Space Marines.
I want to play as the badass fucking bounty hunter.
Yeah.
But not some white space dudes. I mean, they're probably not white.
Well, to be fair, Samus Aran's a white space lady.
Yeah, but fucking, you don't understand.
Well, everyone assumed that she was a space dude until the big reveal.
But yeah, I'll probably play it, but it's not what I wanted. I wanted a new Metroid game with Samus.
You're like a sour kid at Christmas, aren't you?
I'll have it, but I don't want it.
Yeah. Oh, this jumper? Sure, it's cool. I'll just throw it on the bonfire. I don't care.
Oh, fucking yeah.
So,
also another. I completely forgot, and Space Marines reminded me of it. Whatever studio made Gears of War.
Oh, they're making another Gears of War.
They're making another Gears of War, but the art style is funny because they don't look like They're not out of proportion. They look like normal dudes.
So they're just sort of like roided out assholes, but not quite like stupidly sized this time.
Yeah, they're not like ridiculously sized. They just look like normal dudes.
Okay. Well, to be fair, I think it was mostly just the power armor like weighing them down.
Yeah. So it'll be weird. It'll be interesting. I will not play it.
I can't stand Gears of War.
I didn't play
Nothing against the series. It's just I played about like an hour of the first game. I was like, this gameplay I do not enjoy.
Yeah, it's not my thing.
No.
But hey, we got through our topic 73!
Woo! How long
We're probably a lot longer than we should have been.
Yeah, we're at pretty much 1:15
Oh my god,
now.
1:17.
Yeah, we haven't cut out all the beginning rubbish.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Okay, so let's finish the show with the questions.
Oh shit, we still have questions.
Yeah, we have two questions.
You know what? Thinking earlier, I was like, oh, we shouldn't. I was like, oh, I really hope, because I didn't know if you actually put the questions out, the answers, and I was like, oh, I hope he didn't, because then like we have enough to talk about already. But never mind, we're doing questions.
Okay, so I'm going to start with Caleb's son, who is at Kleb the Pleb, whose simple question I think we can both answer. Will Sega ever learn their lesson? With a big picture of Sonic Boom, Fire and Ice. And the short answer is
no.
No, they will not. But I will say, I don't think it's a bad move for them to go for Sonic Boom 2. Not because I think it would be a good game, but simply from a business standpoint, they will earn a lot of money from it.
People will want to play the train wreck.
Yeah.
What I think Sega's doing now is just making bad games on purpose. I think it's a ploy now.
Is there another game that they've made that is also terrible other than
Sonic 06? I mean Sonic.
Sonic Team.
They're cashing Sonic in to be this train wreck that people can watch. It's so bad. If you look at the last few games, they've all been terrible.
I'm so sad to see it happen.
It's like, oh my god. Like, it's like watching a friend who had a drug problem, like, struggle.
We're going back to this metaphor, are we?
Struggle to try and get his life back together, and, like, he falls over and spaghetti falls out of his pocket, and he's trying to put it back in, and it's like,
Why is there spaghetti in his pocket?
It's a meme, dude. It's a meme. You scrub lord.
I've heard of spaghetti in pockets for some reason, but I can't remember where.
It's a Tumblr thing where it's
I'm sure I've seen
it. Like me tries to speak to girl, falls over, spaghetti falls out of pocket. Like shit like that.
I'm sure I've seen it on Imgur.
Imgur.
Because I don't have time for Tumblr, but I have enough time for people to repost Tumblr.
Indeed.
Okay, and a second question from the
Ringy.
usual Ringy3D at Ringy3D. Have you read any video game based on books?
No, have you ever...
Sorry, yeah, you read it.
Have you ever read any video game based books or comics? Is it strange to expect gamers to read a story instead of play it?
Answer to the first question, no. Answer to the second question, no.
My rebuttal is that not what lots of games are like? Visual novels? That's technically a game, but it's reading. Like, ha 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 ha. Also, Persona, that's like 3/4 reading and then 1/4 game. So, I would say it's not weird because, like, people read lots of shit anyway.
Robert, can I ask a personal question?
Go on.
When he mentions comics of games, does that include pornographic comics?
Yes.
Okay, I've changed my answer.
Could you please tell of me, inform me, a pornographic comic based on a video game, please? I want to hear, I want to know, I want to read.
I'll send you the links.
The links? Oh my god, I'm so excited. I want to watch
I
porn.
am not actually going to send you porn.
Please send me porn.
We are not delving to that level of friendship.
Are we not that close yet?
I don't know if I'm that close with anybody.
Can we not porn together yet?
No.
Oh.
We are not going to shake our coconuts.
Get our rocks off.
Can we not talk about this?
I'm sorry, Lauren.
This is the most genuinely uncomfortable I've been talking to anybody for a while.
Even, like, before earlier where I was stroking your face with the teddy
Well, no,
bear?
because I know you're a little shit that would just do that. I honestly don't know if I'm going to keep that part in.
I think you should.
I don't think I will.
Oh no!
I might listen back and judge then.
I'll
tell you what though, I'll keep this part in when I'm debating whether I'll keep it in.
Oh god!
Just to make people question what I was talking about.
Brilliant. Once again, thank you for listening to our E3 special podcast. This has been the Antisocial Gamers podcast with myself, Robert. You can find me at Twitter at RobertHasAVlog and by the same name on Instagram. And if you want to follow me on Tumblr, you can follow EctoB1ologist. Nathan, can you give yourself a little round off?
Yes, if you want to find that pornography I was talking about. Yeah, I'm definitely cutting that out.
You can't now, you just mentioned it.
Okay, you can follow me at Twitter on @who.nate. That's WHODATNATE. You can follow the Antisocial Gamers podcast Twitter at AntisocialPcast. You can find the website for the Antisocial Gamers podcast, which is antisocialgamerspodcast.libsyn.com. You can find us on iTunes, which is more than likely where you downloaded us.
Yep.
You can also find my Tumblr, I guess, which is definitely -not-Nate.
I still haven't found you on Tumblr.
Why not?
I don't know what's wrong with me.
I follow you on Tumblr.
Do you
Yes.
Do you?
I do. I've got a picture of Chandler. Why?
You said Nate, like hyphens, right?
Yeah. This I might have to cut out just because it's fucking boring. There I am.
Hey!
Breathing oxygen since 1992. Yeah.
Yeah. You're like 2 years older than me, dude.
Yeah, sweet.
Oh, look at you. Cute.
I have posted absolutely nothing.
You posted a link to our podcast, that's fine.
Yeah. That's all I need to do.
That
other than that, you can find...
does a podcast and does a video. Brilliant.
You can find the YouTube channel where I does a video on YouTube at Whoneedsquality.
You forgot your own channel name.
No, I forgot how to say it.
Whoneedsquality.
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 Announced by Nintendo.
Oh, that's racist.
It's not. It's slightly racist.
Whoneedsquality.
Or I can do it by, as Reggie feeds me, as like, who
needs
quality? My body is ready.
Oh, that was a little bit...
It's a little bit intimate from Reggie there.
Alright,
we're sorry.
That's the podcast.
Thank you for listening to our extra special long E3 special show special.
Please say
Remember,
special
subscribe to the $30.99 a month special and you can listen to the podcast on your laptop.
Special.
Bye.
Special.